Hi, this is Lauren with Verivest, and today we are meeting with John Mansour from Titan Funding. We're super excited to chat with you today and can't wait to discuss more about your group.
Great. It's great to be here. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just get started. I'd love to hear how you ended up where you are today and just give us a little bit of your origin story.
All right. So I grew up in a real estate development family and worked with my father and uncle and brothers in the family business from the time I was in junior high school all through college. And then after graduated from Georgetown University with an accounting degree, I went to work for what is now Ernst & Young, what was then Arthur Young, in beautiful San Diego. And the real estate boom was alive and well, as it most always is in San Diego County. And then after a couple years at Arthur Young, came back to Michigan to work with my in the family real estate business. They were doing primarily commercial real estate development, and I was more partial to residential real estate development. So after a couple years working with my family, started my own company and had a residential real estate development company for 20 plus years before semi-retiring and moving down to Florida and getting involved in the lending business, which was approximately 11 years ago now.
Great.
So,
Great.
I connected up with my business partner, Edward Piazza, and we've been in the bridge lending business specifically for the last 7.5 years.
Oh, that's great. So it seems like it's really a partial retirement, especially since you moved there.
What was supposed to be a partial retirement is full-time and extremely active, fortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. So I'd love to hear how you source deal flow and kind of give us a little bit of your acquisition strategy.
Sure. We have, Edward and I operated a net branch of a residential and commercial bank for a handful of years. And at the time, we were originating 50 million plus loans a month, and decided that there was a huge opportunity after the financial crisis and the lack of commercial and bridge lending for businesses, that there was a massive opportunity in the bridge lending space. Yeah. So in 2014, early 2014, we started Titan Funding to take advantage of the lack of availability for commercial loans and to leverage all the relationships that we had and that we currently have. And it's mostly many of our former loan officers that are now at large financial institutions that source us deals. And it works out great for us. It works out great for them. And once our clients, we'll close a bridge loan for them. And once they're able to get a commercial loan, we'll shoot them back over to the bank.
And I know you mentioned a little bit earlier that, you're currently located in Florida, but what would you say are your key markets that you operate in and why those markets?
Sure, great question.
Yeah.
Probably half of our loans are in Florida, and the other half are scattered amongst about a dozen states, mostly east of the Mississippi. I'm originally from Michigan and have a lot of contacts in the Midwest. My business partner, Edward Piazza, is from New York, so he has a lot of contacts in the Northeast. So the remaining half of our loans are spread amongst the Midwest, Northeast, and other states. We've gone as far west as Texas, and like I say, probably half of our deals are down here in Florida, right in our backyard.
Yeah, still quite a large region that you guys operate in, which is really great.
We do, although we want to make sure that we're comfortable. Real estate is a very parochial business, and we like to touch and feel the real estate associated with many of our loans. And if we can't physically go there, we will have somebody that is a trusted confidant or advisor actually go and visit the property.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking to other individuals in this industry, it's really, come across that working with their people one-on-one and being able to meet with their clients regularly is really important. And it sounds like that always helps you guys be super successful. So that's great that you have those people in those areas, even if you can't make it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what would you say is your investment philosophy, and how do you determine whether a deal is worth doing?
And you're full of great questions. So, first and foremost, it's the value of the real estate. At the end of the day, with real estate, you make money on the buy side, not the sell side. Right. We want to make sure that if we're going to do a loan, that the value of the real estate is such that no matter what, under any market conditions, that preservation of capital is critical. The next thing is integrity. Integrity of the sponsorship is very critical. We want to understand who we're doing business with, what they've done in the past, what their track record is, and understand and make sure that we're doing business with somebody that we want to do business with. Yeah. The next thing is we want to make sure that we have clear title. And then last but not least, we want to understand what the exit strategy is, because a bridge loan it's a very useful tool for people that understand how it works. But by the same token, a bridge loan is not something you want to have for 4, 5, 6 years. It's something you want to be in and out of in 12 to 24 months.
Right.
So.
Absolutely. And, how do you generate value once you've made an investment? What's your risk mitigation strategy that you utilize?
Also a good question. And, at the end of the day, and I'm sure you hear from many investors that preservation of capital is critical. And again, what we do is we want to make sure the value strategy is there. Mm-hmm. And we want to understand the value. There are very few asset classes that I haven't either personally developed or owned at some point in my business lifetime. And between Edward and myself and our underwriters and our investment committee, we want to understand and make sure that the real estate is valued where we want it to be valued. Again, it's on the buy side rather than the sell side. Absolutely critical in our business.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you spoke about Edward a little bit, but who are your key players involved that allow you to execute your acquisition and asset management strategy? Yeah.
Well, we have a full team of, it makes a team. It takes a team to make this all work. And we have a full team with whether it's underwriters, whether it's or loan originators, obviously the internal office staff. And in addition to that, our back office is absolutely critical. We have fairly sophisticated software, which is extremely helpful for maintaining reporting and investor information and critical information for both them as well as we give to our auditors. We have a great set of auditors. We have, it's like I say, it takes a whole team, and fortunately, that's what we have.
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like you guys have a really great team. Well, John, thank you so much for chatting with us today. It was really great to hear more about Titan Funding, and we really look forward to working together.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.